You are listening to Palushi Performance Podcast, and here is your host, Ray Palushi.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode. Thank you so much for finding time, for making time, for being here with me. I truly appreciate your time, and I try to be very specific, and hopefully you guys can learn something from this episode. I'm Ray, and I'm your host, and let's go straight to today's topic. Today's topic will talk about something that I believe we all want to have more. This is something that you cannot buy. This is also something that a lot of people would wish to have. And this is time. We will talk about time. What time means and how can we use time to become the best version of ourselves, and kind of like how do we see time, okay? So, time is very important. And it is very, very valuable. A lot of time we don't understand the meaning and the importance of time. How many of you guys have been in a very boring class that the time never passed? You're sitting in, let's say, in the doctor's office, and there's no phone, there's no connection, there's no Wi-Fi, and the time is just killing you. And how many times we've been doing some stuff that we really, really enjoy, and it seems like it just passed so quick and we cannot have it. So time is very important either way. Even though, let's say, one moment the time flew and in some other moments the time didn't pass, we should be very grateful and blessed to actually have that time, whatever time it is, even if it's boring, even if it's not boring, because I know what it means to lose someone that is very, very important in your life, and you would have wished to stay 5 more minutes with that person last time you met, or you would have given not just your boring time, obviously, but you would have given the most beautiful and important moments of some time that you have experienced some very important things just to stay with that person, let's say, for a few more minutes. So time, it's different for everybody, obviously, and time is also the same. So we cannot take time back. We cannot move it forward. We can just be present. So what do I mean by that? A lot of times we are thinking, let's say, for vacation or going to the beach or to the mountain while we're working. And a lot of times we think about work when we're on vacation. We don't be present. And the present time, it's all we have. As I mentioned at first, we cannot take time back and we cannot go to the future. So what we have in this moment is very important. I don't know when you guys are going to listen to this podcast, but right now that I'm recording this, I'm just feeling some like goosebumps in my body, because while I'm explaining, I'm also feeling like, wow, like I am present right now. I'm speaking, I'm talking, I'm recording myself, and maybe this episode will come out, who knows, a month, 2 months from now, and at this moment it's just me and the mic. But in different time, who knows? Maybe there'll be a couple people, I don't know, 10 people, 100 people that would listen to this episode and will also spend some time from their day. That's why it's so funny and kind of very critical for me, this topic, because as you guys have noticed, I didn't came with an idea of like how to like say the first words or sentences when I go into like a podcast, like recording, but it just comes like from the deep of my soul. I truly mean that when I say that. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for making time or finding time to be here, because I know how valuable time is. Okay? Now let me tell you a story. And this has been months ago. I was at the YMCA where I usually work out, and I would spend some time in the sauna, which I also, would be there almost every single day. And there was a moment where in the sauna, there was a 16-year-old, me, I was 26 years old, at the time. A guy that was 40 years old and a guy that was kind of like maybe 60, 70 years old. And I thought for a moment that, wow, there's so many different generations here. And we spoke about things that we enjoy. The guys that were older would be like, oh my God, I wish I could have taken back time and be like you guys and have the energy of working harder and not feeling pain in their body. And I also was feeling like, oh my God, like, can I make 70 years old? You know? And I believe that the right words that the 16-year-old were saying is like, oh my God, like, I wish I was like 26-year-old right now. So I could have been done with college and, you know, have my own life. And I don't like to be still like on my parents' paychecks. And it was just like kind of like a weird moment, like how we have 4 different generations all wanting to be someone else and all wanting to take the time back and never being satisfied with where they are and even like what they're gonna do, I guess. So what I took from that is the fact that when we're younger, we want to be older. When we're older, we want to be younger. How about we just enjoy what we have? How about we be more present, as I first mentioned? How about we just do the best on what we can now and let things play out? And then when they do, we'll see how they'll become. Maybe there'll be, I don't know, maybe there'll be times where we would want to take the time back. But why should we envy other people in a sense and feeling and thinking like we're not fulfilled? One of my goals or my dreams is that when I am 50 and 60 years old, I don't want to take the time back. I want to be a very happy old man saying that I did the best I could with what I had in my hands at the time, that I don't want to take time back and do things differently. I'm happy things played out as they played out. I'm happy for ups and downs, good and bads. I'm happy for everything that has happened in my life and I'm happy where I am. That is like my goal. And this comes with time, but also it doesn't come by visualizing at the future. Obviously you can do it because visualization is a great thing, but it's what you do at the present moment that will help you. So time, it's a funny topic. It's also a great topic. Topic that we should spend more time in. Why? Because we cannot buy it, we're not gonna sell it, but we can only use it. And what we have is all we got, the present moment. And we all have the same. There's no way that some people have time or make time to go to the gym and some have time or make time to say excuses. Correct? So, how we spend the time, it's also important because that's what will determine our future and also create the memories of the past. And why not? To live a very fulfilling present by using our time wisely. For different people, that means different things because it will, let's say, underline with your goals. And we have to think for our goals and we have to spend time on our goals. So, whatever your goals are, spend some time on it and then do the things that you need to do to be closer to your goals. So, we all are going to spend time differently. That's okay because we all are different and the same in the end. So, use your time wisely. Use your attention wisely. Think about what you want in the future. And do it right now and don't leave it for tomorrow because first of all, we don't even know if you have a tomorrow or not. So using our time wisely will just help us. Just help us become the best version of ourselves because we have to play the games with the cards we have right now in our hands. Not what we wished, not what we hoped, but what we do. And if there's one thing that rich people and everybody have the same and nobody can buy it and nobody can turn it back, it's time. So if you're healthy and you're living life right now and your life, basically, is the best time to live in. Because it is, because you have all the things that millions of people would wish to have. So I'll be more interesting to hear your guys' topic about your guys' opinions about this topic. Sorry, it's a very, very interesting one, and it's a very deep, I believe, in a sense that will make a different sense to people. Maybe we can just learn from each other. Even though I believe that we all know that time is very important, we spend most of our time on things that doesn't even matter. When I read the book from Brian Tracy, No Excuses, he talked about different examples, and one of the examples is about the salesman people. There was a study where they interviewed the salesman people and talked about their goals and many, many other things. But the main point of that chapter was how those salesman people spend their time. In 8 hours a day, in average, a salesman person will spend, I think it was 90 minutes, like an hour and a half on calling clients. Now, to become a salesman person, especially for big companies, is one of the most high paying jobs and skills you should have. And when you think about it, we're all selling constantly ourselves and everything around us. So making a living from it, yeah, sounds cool. Is it easy? I don't think so. Can it be fun? For sure. And so those salespeople make more of the money by closing deals. And they close deals. I mean, the first step to close the deal is to actually make a call. And then after you make a call, you bond with the client, and then you got to use the skills and everything. But first of all, you got to call, right? And if that is your main priority to generate more money, why people just spend 90 minutes on their calls? They should probably spend 90%, not just 90 minutes. And it's just very interesting to hear how those higher ups and people that are very professional, they know so good like how to do their job, they barely spend time on the very most important thing. I hate when I am not organized and when I'm kind of wasting time. I don't want to waste a moment, a minute of my day. When I find myself like sometimes scrolling through Instagram, and when I catch myself, I'm like, this is just so stupid. I just need to learn how to program myself on just spending time on quality things. So again, if let's say you want to donate, but you don't have money, and you're donating by, helping people pick up their trash or paint their house or something, you're still doing a great thing, because other than helping people paint their house or something they cannot do, you're giving them your time. That's how you're going to also be valuable on your future, or how much you're valuable right now in your workplace. You get paid for the time you spend. So that time is very, very important. There's some moments, when I teach tennis, I used to start, very low, charging people very low, like a couple years ago. And every year I would raise my price. And let's say every year is like higher and higher and higher. Even though I have few guys that I see them, usually on the summertime, because during the year I'm very, very busy. But when I see them on the summertime, I charge them not as when I first met them, but I'll charge every single one, and they haven't made any complaints or anything. But even if somebody will say like, but how do you like raise your price every summer and you're still taking from your clients more money? I'll be like, because from last summer to this summer, I've spent so much time on becoming the best version of myself that even if I'm the same Ray, I'm a different person, because I've spent and I've put the time in. If you believe that you're worthy, then you have to keep your standards high. So time is precious. If you're giving people time, you're giving the most valuable thing in this world. Think about that. Don't just spend time with everybody. Don't just waste time because I have time. I don't like when people say like, oh, I have so much time throughout the day, I don't know what to do. I wish I had 48 hours in my day so I could get more stuff done. That's what I gotta say. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys can take something from it. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments. If you can, comment or send me an email or just find a way to reach me out and want to talk more about this or any other topic, you guys please let me know. But until the next time, you guys stay blessed. Thank you.